Hey folks, I got a follow-up video here for you this afternoon on the Tops Knives mini sling. I've done previous videos on this guy when I first got it, and I said I would do a follow-up video after I had shot a bunch of 3/8 clay slingshot ammo through it. I'll be right honest up front with you. I'm not entirely sure how many I shot through it. I have several bags of those BBs, and I've shot a bunch. I don't know how many exactly. I get a lot of irons in the fire, and I wasn't able to sit down and do a calculated experiment with it. But we shot a bunch of BBs through it. I'm going to say at least 1,000, if not more. And I got a few, not gripes, but I have a few things that I think you guys should know about getting this thing. There's a leather sheath that it comes with, and when you get it, the slingshot bands are wrapped around it, kind of like this. And I think what's happening is the oil that they treat this with to keep it from rusting may be degrading towards the rubber band. And I am on, this is number 3. So I went through a factory, and then I went through just an aftermarket option that I had got off eBay, and they didn't last super long. But I have found a band that lasts a long time. And this is a band that's made by Ooak Forge. Mr. Harlan Whitman makes awesome slingshot stuff. He hand ties these rascals for his horny monster slingshots. So I got some of them, and what I've done was, this is just a piece of 3mm leather cord that I poked in the end of each one of those, and then I colored it black with a Sharpie just so it didn't have little tan dots on it. But I've shot this thing with this one on it a few hundred times, and I've not had any issues with it breaking. I have some horny monsters that have the original band on it and haven't had a problem. So now that I'm saying that, it could be possibly whatever they treat the leather with also. I didn't think about that. If it's some sort of chrome tan, and like I said, it'll be all tied up like this, and when you get it out of the sheath, there's spots where the band is not smooth and uniform. It'll have little crinks in it and stuff. And that was where I had it fail, was on a spot where it kind of had like a weird kink in it, just a strange, you could see something wasn't quite right with the elastic there on the original one. But as of a slingshot, dude, this thing's bomb-proof. It's, there's not a whole lot to it. Comparison to, like, what do I got we can compare it to? About a pair of fingernail clippers. It's not very big. So when it comes to quality and craftsmanship, it's just like anything else that Tops makes. Fantastic. But the bands are the only thing that I could say we might ought to try to figure out what is causing them to fail prematurely. And with slingshot, you may not get 500 shots out of a band. I've got some over the top ones that are flat that I've shot. I got one little natty one that I used to shoot every day for an hour at lunch while I worked, and I've got thousands of rounds through it, and I've only had to change it one time. So I guess it all depends, you know, on where you get your elastics from. But so far, the updated bands from Harlan are what's up, and they're really inexpensive too. So it's a great option to put on this dude. And another thing, I haven't put it back in the sheath. So since I haven't put it in the sheath, I haven't ran into no more of those problems. And that's what I was saying about maybe it's the chrome tan or something, some chemical that's affecting the rubber. But it's a great little slingshot. It's definitely a higher end slingshot when it comes to how it's made. You know, you don't get liners and canvas micarta. Hopefully we can get this type of canvas micarta on the wood nymph when it comes out. But hey, it's awesome. It's a great slingshot. Takes a little playing with. I like holding the sides. I shoot over the top primarily, but when I hold it, I get right out here on the end of it, and it don't give you much room to skew, or you'll smoke them fingers. And shooting like this, it's just kind of wonky to me, so I stay on the outside of it like that. It's a great shooter. Really enjoyed it. But hey, that's it. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. It is what it is, a little bitty slingshot. But I appreciate your guys' support. I got a couple more slingshots coming down the line I've had for a long time. But feel free to like and subscribe. Check out the other slingshot video, the original one where I've just opened her up. Pretty sweet. Tops mini sling.